Down. Well, I have to say that one of the greatest things about going last is that they took everything I wanted to say. So I'm literally looking through my notes of the great things that I was going to take, and let me see, Dave pretty much knocked everything out about all the things that the people that we're trusting and are spitting us the right, are supposed to point us in the right way, are not. We talked about a lot of the businesses being crushed, the people that all their dreams that they worked so hard for are just being swept away. And then talking about all the things with, like, Jimmy literally took right out of my mouth about, like, communication and trust is being lost. So the thing that I can finish up with, since I'm not as big physically or just statue-wise as the gentleman that spoke before me, but I'm one of the just common people. My background, my name is Errol St.Onge. If you don't know me, for those of you that did or do know me and that showed up, I cannot say thank you enough for all coming out here and trying to galvanize the reason. One of the biggest things that we've lost right now is choice. We've all lost that ability to make our own decisions, and we're supposed to take the information from those that are smarter than us, that we picked to do those things for us. And it's a hard job, like you said. I don't want that job. That's why I do what I do. But when you're pointing in the wrong way, you lose that right. So my name is Errol St.Onge. You know, I came here from the East Coast. I'm a first-generation Filipino American, and I grew up in Washington, D.C., Maryland area, where I was one out of a handful of Filipinos. And I come out here, and we are legion. It's insane. It's one of my favorite things. I can get lost, and that's my uncle and aunt and everything. So I came out here to follow the American dream like most did, and I know that Artem did too. You know, I went to school here. I went to San Diego State, right? Graduated in finance to be working in the hospitality industry. But it taught me a lot, you know, all the community and all the education of some things I know to do. And, you know, as a Filipino Asian, I'm probably the worst at math, which is terrible. But long story short, I got here and I paid my way through school by working in restaurants, which I've done all my life as a means to get by. And in that time, what I've learned the most about working in restaurants is the community that you get, the people that come from all walks of life that are doing this to either get to a point or it's possibly the dream. Now, when I got to San Diego and I got my degree and worked in the industry and I found that that was my real calling, that was in 1996. Fast forward to where we are, I've been very fortunate and blessed with a lot of the people that you see here to have helped me along the way to get to that point where I was a manager to a business owner, operator, to be able to take that knowledge and information to form my own business where I can actually help people get jobs. And now we get to here and we lose that all again. So going back to March, one of my hardest things that I had to deal with, and again, the point to all this and why I'm sitting here is because I'm not that high up, physically again, or statue-wise, but there are a lot of people that showed up today that I love so much, and the reason why I'm in this industry is because the family I built from knowing everybody here are suffering. And it just blows my mind every day because my job for one of my companies, Industry.co, is to help people within this industry find a career, place them properly because they get lost in the shuffle. You know, we have dishwashers, we have bussers, we have cooks, waiters. We might not have might not be the smartest people, but it's what we love. And I followed that dream to the best of my abilities with some of the most amazing people out here. And my problem being is that, again, the choice is being taken away from us. When I go back to March, and when the first pandemic hit, and I'm part of a restaurant group that's really done a great job in this city, downtown Bootlegger. If you've ever been there, it's the Fireball capital of downtown. That was me. We actually had the opportunity of just people from our industry, bartenders, to come together, buy a business, and make it succeed, and then flower it out to multiple properties. But when that first thing hit, we lost about 500 employees, like boom. Jimmy, you know. And we had to look these people in the eyes, and as business owners, because the cool thing is I get to be both sides of the fence. I'm on the lower level, but I also get to step kind of in the doorway, peek in, and see what's going on behind the scenes. So I see the pain on both sides of the fence. And it hurts to see that. And now, at this point, it's doing it again. And for my company, we've never had, for business-wise, it's amazing because we're getting so many calls for industry, for people looking for jobs, but the truth of the matter is we don't have anything to give them and tell them. That's the shame. It's friggin' sad. And so, for me, again, all the things that I was gonna say, you guys took it from me, so cool. I'm gonna flash through this. I like to try to, I didn't want to throw this out. One of the biggest things I'm gonna have to say, Dan, thank you so much for bringing this together. And I truly was, with like a lot of people here, divided and scared. Because I'm a business owner, but I'm also a single father. I have decisions I have to make every day that's gonna pass on to my daughter. And one of them is, I can't be afraid for her. I have to be able to stand up and look her in the face and say what I'm saying means something. And right now, I had to be at that crossroads where all these things are happening. We're all talking amongst ourselves, and we're all being divided about this political party or that political party. Some of my best friends, we don't see eye to eye with that, but I still love you, and I don't think it's a shame to be able to have this conversation. We need that conversation. So thank you for pushing me into this, because I had no idea why you want me to talk to these people. But I feel it is, now that I understand it, I'm pretty much the majority of this group, because I am the people on the bottom that really don't know what to do. So I'm telling you right now, one of the best things about what we're doing right now is, at the end of it all, we have a choice. We're standing here in this area, and I want you to infect everybody that you know that we have time to infect that choice. We have the choice and the ability to stand up for ourselves, to be able to make the decisions that we believe are true. Don't follow all the rhetoric that you see out there. We know the science is wrong. We know that a lot of the things they're doing don't make sense. So let's make that choice right now. Let's stand up for each other. And lastly, I'm very spiritual. Well, I was gonna skip it. I don't want to talk about my mom, and this is for the thing, people don't understand that I understand, because I lost my mom through COVID in July. And it's been a challenge for me across the board. She was a nurse. She was 76 years old and strong. If you know Filipino moms, they are the strongest little women in the world. But she passed under my watch because I took her into my home, because she was going through things that nobody should ever go through. And as a son, it was my responsibility, because I had the means to do it, and I did it. And it wasn't easy, because I had to make a choice and had to decide what we had to do as a household. Either we live on the streets or I have to get out there working. Because nothing's free, and that's one thing that my mother has embedded into my soul, that you are what you make of this world. Actually, in her language, you make of what they eat in this world. It's literally like that. So, for me, it's just so hard, because I've been the guy, and if you know me, I try to be agnostic to a lot of it, because I don't want to have to choose between my friends. I believe what I believe in, but I don't want to choose and lose you because of it, but I cannot just sit by any longer. So again, it's all about choice, and we all have that option right now. And so one of the great things that I'll end this with, is because I'm spiritual, I'm trying to do this, whole better for me thing, and I work out every day, F45, go to the boxing club, get out there and be healthy, because that's the most important thing. You want to get your immune system the best you can, and these people telling you that you can't do that, stupid. But I had this app called Calm, and every morning I follow this ritual of, I listen to this, like you do like a mantra in the morning, and there's one of the apps, the thing today, by the way, it's Human Rights Day. Did you guys know that? And we're here talking about our rights. How weird is that? But one of the statements that I just wanted to say is that they were talking about our human rights and our ability to do it, and one of this great statement that was left on there from JFK, and I think this is awesome, and it resonates really well, because we have to be grateful for what we have, but not be passive. And what he said is, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. So with that, we have a choice. Let's make the right one. Thank you.